Yeah, the thing coming out. Oof. And yeah, today I want to talk to you guys about business. And by business, I mean retail. Everyone needs to make money. People, people need to sell stuff. So like how what I want to talk about convenience stores. Convenience stores have been like a certain target of many hateful people and people who haven't not aren't actually fully understand still like how much when that they have to struggle through. So the only two complaints that I have actually noticed is one at is Port of Convenience on Ontario Street in Port of Ontario, just in town. Not in the downtown area, but on Ontario Street. Yeah, I know the previous owners. Uh, so they were so the owner was, so a customer went there and I think it was a she. Um, but he or she bought like a hand sanitizer, about if you're hand like a mini hand size, that average that size, like about like 200 milliliters, or I don't know how much fluid ounce it is, but I don't know. But I'm not an expert with imperial measurements, so like the average price for that would be around $10, 7.99 to or $10. Wait, no, wait, it'll be like four. Actually, it'll be like $4.99 ish if it's like a cheap brand company, And then the owner like sold it to the customer for $19.99. And actually, that's like the four times the regular price, and that's kind of a rip off. But before you say anything, like the convenience stores, what happens is factories and companies ship the whatever items it is to grocery stores, supermarkets, and other shops, and they sell it to customers, and then the convenience store owners, they go and shop at those places, and then they sell it for like a pinch height of a price. So they say they're like an item that was like 5.99. You would like the owner would have to sell it at approximately 6.49 or a bit higher. But yeah, too high is not appropriate. Otherwise, that'll be a rip off. I know this because I help out at my parents' shop, so yeah, I just basically know how everything goes. So, anyways, I think that the owner made a mistake. But what what many people noticed is as soon as the coronavirus thing epidemic started, prices have slowly gone up, and and the people expect things to item prices to be like the same, but because there's like so much little products left, and like people were like like what happened to toilet paper. And toilet paper is not made by with the made by the same made by like the same kind of kind of stuff that they make for doctor masks. So one's polyester, one is paper. You can guess which is which easily. Well, yeah. Of course, like like with limited resources, like item, resource prices have gone up, and companies need money to make those, and product quality prices have gone up. So you can't really blame the people who sell them. Like it's like the company who do it in the first place. So if the supermarket sells it for if a product which was at say $6.99 and it sold it at $7.99, and the retailers have convenience store owners have to sell it at like something about $8 and something, a price between $8 and $9. So nothing higher. So incident number 2. So the second convenience place I'm reporting is someone named Zizi Duji, and she's a mom. I've talked to her on a messenger, and she we got in a fight, and yeah. Because she thinks she's right, and you can't really say you're like right or wrong unless if you look at both sides of the perspectives. So yeah. So this is your average germs be gone hand sanitizer gel, which is about 40 something milliliters, or 8 fluid ounces. About this much. About the size of like a like a soap with the pump thingy on it. Oh, there you go. And many people have been complaining about it, and they don't really. I mean, I would try and agree with them, but the only problem is, yeah, they don't really know what a convenience store has to struggle with. So yeah. So the thing is, they were spazzing against the Elgin Variety Store, which is on the east end of Elgin Street in Coburg, next town over. Anyways, bottles they yay size. So what people have been saying is it's illegal. Just saying, and then many people are complaining about garbage tags, blah blah blah. So the problem, yeah, I mean, I wanted to say something, but because I didn't know the previous owners, they were nice Korean people, So, they were always nice. Every time we visited them, or every time we do a certain holiday, and we drop stuff off, food, giving around food to other Korean business owners, and the same group association as us. But yeah, I don't want to go far into that, because yeah. you don't want to know, and you'd probably be bored. You guys would probably be bored about it. So no, no. Anyways, they retired. New owner, new owner came, in. That is the new owner. So back then they weren't like that. So, she said she was complaining about like even. But my concern is even in a time of need, like it's the company that makes the stuff. They sell it to pharmacies, like hand sanitizer and those stuff are they're sent to grocery stores, pharmacies, and any other stores that sell only those. So they sell them at like the price that's suggested by the company. Convenience store owners, they have to go out and buy the products from those places. They have to sell it at a slightly higher price, like I mentioned. Yeah, but if Zizi, if she wants to complain about it, yeah, she can. You can say that to my face, cause yeah. Yeah, because she would better do people need to actually do their research first, because I actually found out that online after I got mad at people for being very, very rude without actually because people never they barely complain about literally nobody complains about prices at pharmacies and groceries stores and supermarkets and other shops, like hardware stores and other places, and no one complains about them, and yet they give a freaking damn about convenience stores and other places that yeah. So yeah. Sorry, I have to spaz. I find it very unfair. Yeah. Because there were like times like when I was comparing with my parents with prices in supermarkets, and there were certain canned non-perishable food items. They and the price was higher at the supermarket than us. So if you want to start pointing fingers, yeah, better start pointing fingers at the company, not really at the people who sell it, because we're all trying to make a living. But $22.99 is very a bit too much. I would say if it was at $19.99, I would sell it for 49 or somewhere closer in that neighborhood of price. So if the newspaper and the news, if they're going to complain about it, say bad stuff about convenience stores, I will go against them and say everything bad about them, and say that they should literally see both perspectives first, and then see who's wrong. Oh yeah, and then the only time I ever seen people complaining about prices is when they compare grocery stores to grocery stores, not grocery stores to, and they never like, and they never compare it to convenience stores, and I feel like that's very offensive. Yeah. So people like need to understand, like, convenience stores, yeah, and corner stores, variety stores, whatever they call them, depending on the location and like how the name is called. Convenience store, grocery, variety store, corner store. So yeah, they're basically like like stores, like they're there when in your area when like say you don't really have the time to go to like the grocery store and it's too far away, or like, or you want to like grab something quick. I mean if there is something that you want but like you think it's like overpriced, like don't complain about it, like oh yeah. And what you like comparing, and then comparing to grocery stores, supermarkets, and main like company, like places, compared to convenience stores, corner stores, variety stores, you know yeah, like like those people, they're like working their butt off, just trying to like working like 7 days a week. Well, some of them might close on like certain days, but they work almost 27 days a week, 24, you know, like almost all the, you know, almost every day of the year, except like I'm like some, and the only time we get breaks is like holidays or emergencies happen. And like even in a time of need, we're not the ones who like who, check the price. I'm like, even like online places like eat for the same price of this, eBay sold it at $19.99. Walmart sold it at a similar price, I guess, because they never showed their price because they're sold out. Gentle Medical, some website of Canada, I guess, whatever it's called. Check Google images, please. They sold it for $34.99 or $39.99 in that area. So yeah. So if you got a like problem with the price and you're gonna like make a freaking hissy fit out of everyone, just leave. Go buy another, like buy that product at another place. If they don't have it, oh, too late. Then and if you come back, yeah, you'll still have to pay the price of the item that you wanna buy. And before you like spaz out like she did, and her name is all over my video. Yeah, and if she the one that ever wants to like try and like get payback and like try to like physically attack me, yeah, she's gonna have to find me first. You know, before you complain, like the basic message is, if you want to complain about a price at a convenience store, check the grocery store price. Check the price at another grocery store or supermarket, and then check it at another place. Check online and check another store and see. Let's see who's right. Basically, So there's like no reason to complain about a price if it's the same at another same place, yeah. Not my fault, not my thing to deal with. Mhm. Mm. I mean, if you don't want to like complain, like, just go to like Metro, like Sobeys, like you know, you know, Loblaws or whatever brand, or Fruitland, Freshco, Walmart, Because I guarantee you, there will be times when they will be like supermarkets and grocery stores will have a higher price than convenience stores. Goodbye. If you have any bad, if you're going to be rude, leave.